Now, I know it's easy to talk about all these changes that are happening, but these changes have significant impacts on the lives of our neighbors and our friends. I've had calls from business owners, nonprofits, families who are worried about their next rent payment, their next mortgage payment, or about how they're going to continue to put food on the table. We have introduced the new Canada Emergency Response Benefit for individuals that do not qualify for employment insurance. That includes self-employed individuals, freelancers, contract workers, entrepreneurs, and working parents who must now stay at home. The benefit provides $2,000 a month for up to 4 months. Families receiving the Canada Child Benefit will receive a one-time increase of up to $300 per child in May. The Goods and Services Tax Credit will be doubled for over 12 million low and modest income families. The Canada Revenue Agency will be deferring the income tax deadline for individuals until June 1st, 2020. Additionally, any income tax payments owed to the CRA as of September 20th, 2019 will be deferred interest-free until August 31st, 2020. The Canadian Mortgage and Housing Corporation is also permitting lenders to defer mortgage payments for homeowners. Please contact your lender for further information. We've also placed a deferral on the payment of all federal Canada student loans, interest-free, for 6 months. The deferral is automatic and requires no further action on your behalf. If you are temporarily laid off, or if you need to access benefits because you're under quarantine because of COVID, there's a number that you can call. That number is 1-833-381-2725. Alternatively, you can call 1-800-O-CANADA, that's O and not 0, 1-800-O-CANADA. To find a full list of COVID-19 financial supports available, including supports for Indigenous people, seniors, those experiencing homelessness, and others, please visit CANADA.CA/COVID-19. Before I was your Member of Parliament, I was an entrepreneur, and I'm happy to see that our government is stepping up when our business community needs it the most. One of the most impactful measures is a 75% wage subsidy. Any business or nonprofit that experiences a 30% or greater decrease in revenue due to COVID-19 will qualify for this subsidy. This will allow many charities and companies to keep their employees working and their doors open for business during this critical time. For those organizations facing liquidity issues, we've introduced the Canada Emergency Business Account. This will provide individual loans up to $40,000 in order to help with cash flow problems. This loan is interest-free for the first 2 years, with an option to continue the loan with interest for up to an additional 3 years. If the loan is repaid before the end of 2022, 25% of the loan will be forgiven as a grant. This means if you borrowed $40,000, you only need to pay $30,000 back. To qualify for this loan, you must have a payroll of between $50,000 to a maximum of $1 million. For context, if you had 2 full-time workers at minimum wage last year, you will qualify for this program. The Business Development Bank of Canada and Export Development Canada have also been provided additional liquidity so that they can make an additional $10 billion in loans to help businesses through this difficult time. Businesses will also be allowed to defer their taxes payable until after August 31st, 2020, with no interest and no penalty. We know that it's not just small businesses that are hurting. The service organizations that help so many in our community are also entering tough times. I was contacted by Wayne from the Down Syndrome Resource Foundation right here in Burnaby. Now, this is an organization that services all of British Columbia. Families really rely on it, but they're completely self-funded. And they get a lot of funding from both the services they provide, but they also have these big fundraisers every single year that they depend on. And of course now, because you can't meet in groups, they can't have those fundraisers. I got all of their information, and together we got a one-pager together. We passed that on to Minister Qualtrough and Minister Morneau. This allows us to build an individual case study of a specific example of an organization that's suffering because of the COVID virus. This is important because these individual cases, we know if there's one organization that's suffering like this, that there are probably multiple organizations right across the country, and we can use these individual cases to help build national programs. By the way, if you'd like to help out the Down Syndrome Resource Foundation, you can donate online at dsrf.org. For more information about the financial support for individuals, families, and businesses, please visit CANADA.CA/COVID-19 and read the links under the Financial and Economic Support category.